morning, everybody. Welcome back. This is a little bit of the morning routine that I do with Precious to get her used to being touched, so whenever she comes fresh and starts producing milk, it won't be such a shock. So I usually come out here about 6:30 every morning ish. Sometimes I sleep in till 7. But I come out here and I get her a scoop of grain. She's a grain hound, so she will pretty much run me over if I'm not careful and get this grain down to her quick. Now, while she's distracted, I get her brush, and I brush her while she's eating all over. She gets this done every morning. That way she's used to me touching her and doing things to her. Now she does dance a bit. That just means that she swings her back end around every now and then because she don't want to be messed with, and that's her subtle way of telling me so. Back on the dairy, the main homestead I grew up on, we didn't do this to our heifers. They came in after they freshened and they weren't messed with, and therefore it was a big headache because they were scared and they kicked like banshees, and it was just a stressful situation for everybody. And I've decided I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to put myself through all that stress or the cow. So, once I'm done giving her a brush down, I reach in here and I just touch on the inside of her legs. And as you can see, she doesn't jump around. She's totally distracted by her grain. Let's talk about the pen setup I've got here. Morning, Tucker. So what I've done, or had somebody do, is I bought this cage wire stuff. There is no electric out here to her shed. So I had to come up with something that was going to keep her in, yet look nice. So I have had this wire put up all around, and it's finally finished. Someone started it, I finished it. I had no help, so it's not perfect all the way around. But still, I don't have to worry about her getting out. She doesn't push on it, doesn't try to push on it. She has a decent sized yard here to graze on. And I also have round bales from Dad's that I'm bringing down. I'm trying to stock up on those for winter, at least, because she does prefer to have fresh grass to the hay. So, and also, I'm a what you call mother hen, so I have cameras installed here so I can tune in and see where she's at any time of the day. So her water situation, there is no water line out here. So when I moved, there was this tub and it drained off the water from the shed when it rained and it filled up. It has been perfect. I would like to put a few more of these around the house for flowers, chickens, and whatnot. But when it's full, she will drink out of it herself. And when it's not, I dump some into a bucket for her. And if this runs out, say like in the middle of summer, I will bucket water over from the house. I do have a hose now, so that won't be an issue this year. If you'll notice, we have these big rubber mats that I have brought from the main farm. These were originally used to put underneath the sawdust in the free stalls where the cows laid. Give them some kind of padding when they laid down, not so hard on their joints. This little area here is quite muddy whenever it really rains. So I decided to put some of these down to kind of cut down on the mud. So I bet you're all wondering how I came to have a Jersey heifer. So my dad had his own herd, as you know, and I've mentioned before. I've milked cows till I was about 25. Went to college, ended up here. So that's that. Anyway, Dad decided in November of 2021 that farming and milking cows was no longer something that was profitable and something that he just mentally couldn't do anymore and take care of properly. So what he did was he sold off the herd, and Miss Precious here was the last Jersey heifer. And I said that I wanted a heifer and I wanted a 100% Jersey. And he said, well, I've got one left. She came to me about 3 weeks old. He brought her down here, and she's been here ever since. Now, unfortunately, my dad passed away in February of 2022, and so the gift of her is just that more precious to me. So that's where she got her name, Precious.
Yep. Come on, girl. Over here. Over here. Yeah.
You're rippy here, kid.
Jack.
He's not hurting her.
Caitlin's cow dog. Move the other way.
Easy. Your leash only goes so far.
Run with her down that way in the yard.
All right. Come on, you.
Let her go first. There she comes.
Come on. Come on, there's plenty of room to run, dummy. You'll notice Precious still has her horns, and she will remain to have her horns and her tail. Pretty sure it's illegal to ban tails anymore, but I believe in a all-natural cow as much as I possibly can and be safe for me and the cow at the same time. But I firmly also believe in happy cows. And if you have too many, it's hard to do that because it's mentally trying to take care of a lot of cows and milk on a commercial level like we did. And we only had anywhere from 50 to 100 head growing up. And it was hard. So one is enough for me. One will produce what I need and what I want, and I'll be able to potentially make enough money off of what she produces for butter and cheese and stuff like that to pay for her feed. So Precious is going to go about her day trying to eat my boots, and thanks for watching, and we will see y'all on the next video.